Hickok 45, your internet shooting companion, coming to you from the beautiful, warm, humid hills of Tennessee. Yes, the home of Morgan Freeman, home of me, home of a lot of people, some of you. Yeah, don't forget, there are probably some people from Tennessee actually tuning in right now. They're not out in North Dakota or the UK or in Australia. They're right here in Tennessee. Yeah, there are other people who live here. Oh, what's smarter than I am? Don't you imagine? Yeah, right here, Tennessee. And you know what? I'm not too dumb. I have just enough sense to appreciate a really fine firearm. And you saw what I have out today. A Henry rifle, 1860 model. Yeah, man. And this is made by the Henry Repeating Arms Company, modern company, who make, I think, as far as I know, the very best Henry reproduction on the market that I have seen. I'll qualify with that I know about. Yeah, they really do. Uberti makes a nice one too, but the Henry Rifle Company, Repeating Rifle Company, makes, I think, the best. And they got the name, they ought to, right? But again, they're a modern company. They have nothing to do with the old days of the Henry or any of that back in the 1860s. But boy, they make a beautiful, not just beautiful, but just seems to be well made. Now watch, I'll have trouble. I jinxed it probably today. I'm not having issues with this. That I can recall. And wow, how long have I had this thing? 10 years, I'd say. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. Maybe I have an excuse for an anniversary video, you think? Yeah, maybe one they won't take down. Took down the Marlin guide gun 25th anniversary. Well, redo it, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, man, the Henry rifle 4440 is the caliber, which is not the chambering of the originals. Might not be too smart. You're going to make a reproduction Henry rifle if you chambered in the same round that it came out in. You know why? Some of you do, don't you? You already do, because it was in a rimfire 44 Henry cartridge, and maybe that's why they chose that cartridge. They were going to make this rifle called the Henry, and there was this ammo out there on the shelves called 44 Henry. You think that's the way it was? No, but it was a 44 rimfire, and it is known after this as the 44 Henry, but it's rimfire. Yeah, where are you going to find that, right? So, yeah, here I am, and here you are. Before we go too far, let me again remind you of the meet and greets at Bud's locations coming up this Saturday, the first one at Uncle Lee's in Greenville, Kentucky. If you live anywhere near there, within 100 miles, you better be there, okay? I expect to be there, and, well, I will be there. And then in Lexington the next Saturday on 8/24. All these are from 1 to 2, okay? I'm not going to leave it, 1 second after 2 o'clock, of course, but, don't lag in at 2:30 or something, or 3, but as long as there's anybody around there, I'm not going to say, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you, I've got to leave. I ain't going to do that, but yeah, from 1 to 2 at all these. So Lexington at Bud's on the next Saturday, the 8/24, okay, and then at Sevierville the next Saturday, the last Saturday of the month, 8/31, same time, 1 to 2. So I better see you at one of those places. If I don't see you there, I'm going to need a written excuse. Yeah, I'm going to need a written excuse, just like you had to take to your room teacher back in high school, why you were not there. I don't want any lame excuses like, well, I live in the UK, I live in Australia, it would cost me $10,000 to fly up there. I don't want to hear any lame excuses like that, okay? All right. And, oh yeah, And I want to thank Buds. Great, speaking of them, right? Just an incredible company, icon in the industry, our industry. Silencer Central, they do one thing really, really well. And you see the fruits of their labor quite often in our videos. Also, the Sonoran Desert Institute. Lots of courseware you could take there. You can get certified in firearms technology, you can get gunsmithing, and all kinds of cool stuff there. So check them out. So yeah, I got the Henry. I was thinking, I want to shoot. I always pick the best day of the week if possible. And this is a good one. It's cloudy, but not raining. Knock on wood. And yeah, really kind of nice, even though it's hot and humid. But you get used to that. If you're going to live in Tennessee, you take the bad with the good. It's like if you live in Alaska, you take the good with the bad, right? It's going to be cold. Yeah, newsflash. In the winter, it's going to be cold in Alaska. I looked that up. I found it to be true. I've never been to Alaska. I would love to go sometime. Yeah, or if you live in, I don't know, South Florida, it's hotter than you want probably sometimes, but it's nice in the winter. It's just, there's always that downside, right? Upside. We have humidity, and in the summer, the payoff is, well, to me, that's okay. That's doable. You get used to it, and you just got all summer long. You have kind of an early spring in Tennessee, and you have I guess you'd say a late winter. You don't have an early winter. Sometimes you get some really nice weather, nice fall weather, up all the way through November sometimes, and even into December. You get some decent weather, really. You don't really start getting the coldest weather until January and February, generally. So I kind of look at it. Those are the two serious winter months, January and February in Tennessee. And you may get some cold weather, pretty cold occasionally, in December, and then in March maybe, but you're on the tail end of it, or you're on the beginning of it. Unlike some places where you might live, where winter begins about September and ends in June. Okay, so what, can I shoot this thing again? I got a couple more rounds in it. Don't forget now, we're on Rumble. Everything is on Rumble. All right. Boy, I hadn't shot those were the first shots I've taken. You've seen them. You saw them. And I don't know. It makes me cry to even think about it. 6 months, a year. When did I fire this last? It's a shame to have such a purty gun and not shoot it more often. As you know from watching, there is a spent cartridge under the hammer. See, that's the way I operate with a lever gun. Now there's a live cartridge under the hammer. Right, Clyde? Yeah. How about the buffalo again? Oh man, this thing, you just feel like you can't miss with it. I better shut up. You start saying that too much, you know what happens. How about you, Piggy? Got that Piggy again. A work of art, basically. The original, a work of art. The reproductions are a work of art. Just very interesting. And one of the things I talk about occasionally is why people are interested in firearms. Now, the anti-Second Amendment crowd, the people who know nothing about history, world history, think guns are evil and can be. Well, guns can't be evil, but users could be. They don't get it. They really miss out on a lot beyond the Second Amendment and all the reasons that we want to be armed, right? Makes sense for a citizenry to be armed. Is just the fun and the mechanics of a firearm. And this is so interesting, the way this works. It's just so interesting, piece of history. The open mag tube and how they improved that, in the 66 model a few years later, and then in the 73 model, they improved it further. And it's one reason the 73 model Winchester was just almost the the apex, the epitome, you know, of a good old lever gun, right? Then they made them stronger, of course, moving on. But in terms of the action, so they would chamber warmer cartridges, bigger cartridges like the 1886 model and even the 92. Not a lot of giant cartridges in the 92 model, but in terms of just the strength of it. So just a beautiful firearm. Beautiful firearm. Can I just sit and admire it and look at it and y'all just talk amongst yourselves? Now it's gotten a little tarnished. I don't, with brass firearms, I don't know. You clean it up. You could put some fits or whatever, you know, to shine it up, make it look beautiful. But it doesn't last long, does it? I might do that. It's like, why not? Just shine it up, maybe for a video. This is the gun. It's funny, I still see comments about the, or a message about the movie Strain 100, you know, the zombie movie, the blockbuster zombie movie that we were in. And this is the rifle, the exact rifle I used, not just the type, in that video to save the young lady from the zombies. Yes, they were coming after her and I had to pick them off. Remember that? Yeah. See, I have experience firing a firearm in a movie. I've, you know, yacked about Alec Baldwin and all that a few times. It created a little controversy and disagreement. But I was sort of there, but on a low budget, just a different kind of deal, I guess. And this is the gun I took. And I took some empty brass with me. I took no rounds, no ammo, no live ammo. Was in the car going all the way up to Michigan. And just had some empty brass so that we could show it when I fired, and the brass had a brass, empty brass in the chamber, the first shot, you know, and just whatever like that. Worked it so it looked like we were firing it. Yeah. So pretty cool rifle. I started not to take it to something else, maybe something cheaper, but nah, and I didn't know much about the movie until I got there, but they gave me a choice of what I wanted to shoot the zombies with. And I thought about it, used my brain, and I thought, well, I think initially I was thinking maybe a Garand or something, you know, because they told me a little bit about the cow. I was kind of playing myself, and I thought, well, I don't know, Garand or M14 or something would be cool too, but then again, how are we gonna make that work? You know, eject a round, you know, and I didn't know what all they were going to do. I don't think they had any real CGI or anything. And so, well, at least with a lever gun, it can look like it's really working, and you eject a piece of brass. And plus, this is a beautiful gun, right? And if zombies were coming after me or a hot young lady I was trying to save, I would... the adult young lady, I've heard there was a child with her, a young girl too, but I would, yeah, I would feel pretty well armed with that. So anyway, enough on the gun, right? Let's shoot. I got something else to shoot. I want to also thank Alabama Holster though, for their support of the channel. Concealment Kydex holsters. Also Kydex concealment holsters. Yeah, flip-flop that, right? And I got one here. I have another firearm to try out. I've not fired it. Okay. Trigger seems to work. This is the, you guessed it, the Bodyguard 2.0. 0.20? No, 2.0. The Bodyguard 380. All right. And yeah, gonna shoot it. And I'm put some ammo in it. And Alabama Holster contacted me and asked me if I was going to review it because they had already made holsters for it. And I said, well, yeah, generally I send these back, but yeah, if you got some made, you know, send one. So, and I'm glad they did, because I kind of get a better idea whether I like it or not, whether it's pocket worthy. Okay, I'll take out my, hey, I haven't forgotten my little 642. I've been carrying something lately instead of the Kimber. I like them both. But so anyway, this gives me an idea. Yeah, fits in this little pocket holster. This is a new version. They've got a screw in the and the new ones they offer, I don't know if it's on all of them, I don't think it's on all of them, but you can get a tension screw, couldn't think of the word. And so I got that one out. So I've not had any trouble really with tension. I think maybe on one I had for years I used, but I probably tried to stick some bigger gun in it or something at some point. So this is pretty cool. Now I've got the was this 10-round mag in it. Yeah, 10-round magazine. It is definitely a pocket size, and it's actually pocket size with the 12-round mag. Got a little bit of an extension on it. I've not fired it. This is a light little gun. I guess you're competing with probably what the Ruger, what LCP Max, so many gun names, and you know, because it holds 10. I don't know. Depends on which one feels better to you. This one feels pretty good, pretty good. It's got plenty of grip, really. So let's get it hot. Put it in the holster. Clicks in, and put it in my pocket and try it out. Now watch it not work. Watch it not fire. So this might be a lesson as to why you might want to test fire a firearm before you depend on it, put it that way. Okay, so let's do slow motion. Pull it out. The target is threatening me. Yeah, okay. All right, first 10 shots it worked. How about the next 12 or 11, whatever I put in here? Let's put it back in the holster in the pocket. Again, Alabama holster, pocket holster. All right. Let's pull him out and shoot. Pretty good. Got me a cowboy. So that works pretty well too. The 12 round seems kind of long, but the firearm is very small. So, you know, it doesn't really, even with that extended mag, it doesn't drop too far below, you know, the holster hook there. At least in my pocket, yeah, and no trouble. I could pack it with the 12 round magazine. So 380, it is 380 caliber. It's not a 9mm, but it's that's a light little gun, just like the LCP Max. It's light, small. So, you know, it's something to think about if you don't have a problem with the 380 cartridge. I'll tell you, they have 10 or 12 of those in that light package. That really is lighter than your wallet, probably. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I'll have to compare the weight with my. Yeah, I may get back to a semi-auto more often. I don't know. There's so many cool guns there. They're so light, and you get more rounds. I don't know, as long as it's going to work. So anyway, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Might shoot that again, or I might not. Who knows? So anyway, yeah, back to Rumble. We're over on Rumble, and everything is going up over there when it goes on YouTube. And I noticed quite a few of you are watching, at least compared with what you used to watch over there. So you have a choice now. And I noticed last Sunday shoot around, gosh, the first day or two, it has many views over there. They must have put it on their trending line or something, as it did on YouTube. But yeah, as long as y'all, the main thing is we want you to know they're there, and if you prefer to watch over there, you know, do it. And I'll keep you posted. We have 12 videos that were taken down, you know, the terms serve, and there will be more coming up, sure, and I'll try to keep you apprised of those. They are already on Rumble. Thankfully, Google cannot go over to Rumble and take those videos down. Okay, so you know, like the Marlin guide gun video I was talking about, the XCRL, and the AK round, Oh, what else? I don't know. Armed in 1908. Now that was never put up yet. The Smith & Wesson Model 41 anniversary. Yep, gone. I think the Daniel Defense H9. Yeah, I put that up over there, but not on YouTube. We did it. TARS Deputy, we've done. You'll be seeing a TARS Deputy video upcoming added to that, even on YouTube and Rumble. The Mike Venturino tribute, you know, it was taken off of YouTube. And then several of the Sunday videos, 234, 235, 236, 237, and 238, I think. So, I don't know. Anyway, there's go. So, we'll keep you abreast of what is deleted, what's taken off of YouTube. And it partly because it'll, you know, just to send you to Rumble to see it, you know. And then some of these we will redo for YouTube. I hate to see some of the classics, you know, disappear. I hope, you know, fingers crossed, maybe they'll rethink terms of service and grandfathering in and that kind of thing. But you know, we'll see how that goes. Let me load this again. Y'all know how it loads, don't you? Pretty interesting. Hopefully you've seen our videos. Better go over there and see them while they're up, right? Oh, you pull that up, tab up, and you open up your magazine and you drop them in. Preferably not at too sharp an angle, just to be safe. And this is 4440, like I said. Oh, by the way, be careful. Someone was telling me about an imposter on Facebook, email and everything, using my name, Hitcock45, my real name, all that kind of stupid stuff. I've warned y'all about that lots of times. You're not going to be getting any stuff like that from me. I mean, you'll know. I'll talk about it on a Sunday. If I'm trying to contact you or reach you and comments, all that kind of thing, you think I'm not going to talk about it? Just knowing all the scams going on. I mean, one of the advantages of coming out on Sunday to talk to you kind of in real time, you know, within a couple of days, is I can keep you up with things that are going on. If we're doing anything screwy or we got some kind of promotion, or I'm giving you a free Bitcoin every Monday, you think I'm not going to talk about that on on Sunday video first thing? I mean, I would spend a lot of time on it. Hey, I know this is going to look like a scam, but I'm going to go around to your YouTube channel and I'm going to leave you messages about something I'm selling or something I'm going to give you. Oh boy. Or I'm going to be emailing you, even though I don't know your email address. So, you know, watch for that stupid stuff and out them, you know. Report them to the FBI. They're always on top of things, right? Or the Secret Service. Okay, they never miss a trick. They never miss anything. All right. Ah, Clyde, you've not had enough lead today yet. Yeah. Well, I love this gun. I could use an extension. Boy, it'd really ugly this thing up though, wouldn't it? It's a short stock. What a beaut. I'm not sure where I'm hitting. After the gong. All right, try that plate. Okay. Ooh, that's a sweet rifle. Sweet rifle. I go into the history of that in some of our videos. There were some of those used in the Civil War. Just not a lot of them, but there were some of those used. And in some of our lever gun videos and other videos, we talk about why these were not more widely adopted by militaries and all that kind of thing. Because it seems counterintuitive when you start hearing about, this is an 1860 model. I think they weren't really available till 61 much or two, but they were around then, some. And the 1866, which was really successful, 1873 lever guns and all that. And you're okay, now wait a minute. someone who doesn't really sort of understand, but they know enough about history to know, wait a minute, now you're talking the 60s and the 70s, 1860s, 1870s, 1880s, all these wonderful lever guns. What was the military using? A single shot musket or a trapdoor Springfield single shot. And so we've talked about that in a lot of videos, how it actually does make sense for militaries at least, right? So what else? Don't forget that there's an election coming up, and you might hate voting, but it's probably a smart thing to do. Yes, there are, especially in some states, battleground states, where a few thousand, a few hundred people stay home, and it can determine the entire election. Yeah, whether you live in one of those states, but go wherever you live and vote. And my only advice is, I'm not going to get into party politics, but again, vote for the policies that you believe in, and try to not get caught up in personalities and who has the most charisma and all that sort of thing, identity politics, any of that. Think about how you would like to see the country run, what kind of government you would like to see, the lesser of two evils in most cases, right? But whether you are in favor of bigger government or smaller government, what kinds of regulations you would like, more regulations, fewer regulations, more taxes, fewer taxes, all those sorts of things, and then study the platforms of the candidates, and the history is there, especially this year. It's never been more clear, so it's a great time to vote, because sometimes it's hard to tell the difference, and some would say it's always that way. This year, this election cycle, it's extremely clear, so there's no reason that you can't vote your conscience, whatever that is, or your preferences. Yeah, so I encourage everybody to vote, plan on it, do it. What else? Okay, that's good for there. I'm going to shoot this thing again, I believe, this pistol. Let's see if we can make it malfunction. You want to? No, let's don't do that, but let's shoot it anyway. Okay. There we go. I got some advice for young people while I'm loading this too. My advice is try to avoid hype, okay, wherever it comes from, and use your brain. And this is everybody, but young people, man, advertising, and in a lot of ways, all of us have become advertisers to some extent, because everybody has a page, a podcast, a YouTube channel, or something. So everybody's coming at you with something, and some big reason to watch or to buy their product or whatever it might be. And a lot of that is just extreme hype, isn't it? Wow. Every commercial, it's hard to watch TV, really, commercial TV. It's just almost unwatchable now. But videos, the clickbait, just everything is just hype, it seems. And you can really find yourself just bouncing around and not knowing what to believe. Really, because I don't know, this new world. It's great that we all have a voice like this on YouTube or wherever, podcast. So the great thing is everybody can make their voices heard. Okay, that's also the crazy thing. Everybody can make their voices heard, right? So it crazies up the world even more. And it's funny, the very things that advertisers have been doing on TV for 60, 70 years or whatever that we've always complained about. Well, a lot of us are doing the same thing now. Hyperbole comes to mind, right? On everything, hyperbole, extreme exaggerations and all that sort of thing. Anything to get eyeballs, to get attention. And so we just go through our day a constant barrage of that. So I think one piece of advice is we need to take a break from it, turn everything off, and get outside and do something. Shoot, how's that? Hike, walk, and and then when you are seeing all this stuff, just really understand what it is, and don't be led, I don't know, by the nose. Just all that stuff, all that hype. It doesn't matter what the topic is. It's just crazy. Did I make a note on that? Everything is hyped. Even earlier last week, well, it was this week, I guess, when the market went down so much. Well, was it Monday, I guess? All the financial shows and every show of news are going crazy, even smart people that know better. And I know Neil Cavuto signed off, I think it was Monday. So it was just scary times, different things. And anybody that knows and watches the market knows that the market was at, what was it, about, I don't know, when it closed, like at 39,000 the Dow or something on that Monday. And well, that's where it was a week or two ago. That was a high, and everybody was excited. It was moving up and getting up so high. It was just a month or two ago, it was at 35, wasn't it? So were people were their hair on fire when that was going on? So we just go crazy over the least little thing. But the point there is, even the intelligent folks in media, and Neil Cavuto's intelligent, and obviously, and the people on the business channels and everything else, they're all losing their minds over it, and they're just creating all the hype too, because it brings in viewers. It's like the weather, the regular TV stations, around Tennessee at least, maybe where you live as well. If it looks like snow might be coming, if there's a chance of snow, oh my gosh, they go crazy on the weather reporting in Tennessee. I keep wanting to say Weather Channel. I don't know if they're that way as much, but the weather reporters on the regular news channels, oh man, in Tennessee, if there's even a remote chance of snow, they play that to the hilt, because they know that brings people in watching. Oh, you heard there's snow? There might be snow. Let me watch it. So it probably increases their viewership, at least tenfold. Hence their advertising dollars. So that's just the way it is. That's the way it is. A snowstorm is coming, whether one is not, no matter what the topic is. Okay, that's my advice. Realize 95% of everything is hype, right? Especially the Hickok 45 video channel. It's all hype. There's no guns on that channel. It's just all hype. All right, let's shoot something here. How about you, Alabama holster? It's Silencer Central. Buzz. How about Talon grips? Ballast. Bullseye. Oh, man. I tell you, it feels pretty good. And the little 380, a lot of people think of it as a pea shooter, but let's try to hit Clyde with it, see what he thinks. Yeah, I saw him wince. It hurt. It hurt him. I can't hear it, tell whether it's hitting. Yeah, that's not bad. Right out of the box. Right out of the box. No break-in necessary, I guess. So this is the 2.0. The regular Bodyguard's the one we had trouble with the trigger, wasn't it? So apparently they fixed the trigger. It's funny, I've been meaning to get one of those. I've had it on the list after we had trouble with the trigger. And because I guess we made it look bad, but the trigger wasn't right or something. And I've had that on my mind recently, so we need to get another one of those and give it another chance. And if it's just a different gun, it might be fine, or maybe they modified it. And then I saw, well, it's the 2.0 out. Okay, that probably fixed any of the issues on the first one, I guess. And pretty nice trigger. Doesn't have any of that weird stuff the other one had. That was the Bodyguard. I was thinking it had a different name. Maybe I'm confusing it with another M&P. But anyway, this gun, yeah, not bad. If you can live with 380, weighs nothing. Weighs nothing. Well, it weighs something. I'll weigh it. All right. Enough yakking? Probably so. So y'all hang in there and have a good week. I got a gun to empty here before I let you go. But reminders again. Check out Rumble. Make sure you're following over there. And if the worst came to worst, I don't know what the worst is going to be, what the different levels of it might be. It's going to be so sad to lose a bunch of videos that, you know, there's too many to edit and try to fix. So that'll be sad. But some won't be lost, and videos the last month or two won't be lost, I'm assuming, and we'll plow on. And the Hickok 45 Clips channel and the Talks channel are cranking right along. Everything's on Rumble, so nothing is lost, really. Nothing is lost. It's just some videos will be in a different place. Yeah, and like I said last week, I think that may be the future. It's just to be a little bit different. If you want to see a video, you'll know where to go find it. It's pretty simple to search over there, and there's the video. Okay, and we'll keep you posted as best we can on Sunday videos, or where we may even do a special video just to let you know maybe what's taken down and where to find it. Probably can't link to all of them, but yeah, you can go over there and find them. Okay, so I appreciate your support, and especially your support of the people that are sponsoring and supporting us, really. So you guys have a great week, and I'm just going to leave, I think, maybe as I'm emptying this gun. How's that? Let's do that for something different. All right, I got 4 or 5 rounds here, so I will just go ahead and say life is good.